Hey everybody, Rosematter here. Welcome to my reaction and discussion for episode 22 of Frieren. So the last episode finished off the first test with an epic showdown between Frieren and Denkin and the two girls that were on Frieren's team with the guy whose name I've forgotten. But yeah, it was a really awesome showdown. Frieren, of course, just absolutely decimated Denkin very quickly. It seemed like it was going to be like a really epic showdown, and then she just took him out with basically no effort, and also breaking the barrier around the test area, which the proctors were surprised about. They're like, it's impossible. This barrier was set up by, oh my gosh, what is her name? Like the what do they call her? The living grimoire, the one who was Flem's teacher. So Frieren broke her barrier, which caused her to be like, oh, Frieren, that's quite rude of you to do. So she's aware of what Frieren has done. I wonder if she's going to show herself, like to meet her in person. So by breaking the barrier, it allowed the water to come in, which the girl who controls water used that to her advantage. So it was really cool that they all kind of worked together. So obviously, Fen and Frieren have made it through to the next round, along with the other characters that we met along the way. But now things are going to get a little bit, I feel, more complicated, because now, like, they were working on teams before, but now I'm assuming it's going to be like a one-on-one thing. Maybe they're going to have to face off against each other in fights and like knock the other mages out. So yeah, that's gonna, like, there's definitely feels like there's gonna be some more fighting coming up. And this episode, what is it called? It's oh my gosh, why do I have the worst? I literally looked up the name of the episode ahead of time. It's something about enemies. So that tells you a lot, that like this is how it's going to be from now on. Whereas before they had to work together in groups, but now no more camaraderie. It's like every mage for themselves. So that's gonna cause obviously some tension. I assume Frieren and Farron are not going to be pitted against each other, because like they'd have to knock one of them out. But I guess only one of them really has to become the high class mage to be able to make it through the area they need to go through to get to the Demon King. That would be wild if like teacher and student were to face off against each other. But I'm assuming that the exams are not going to begin yet. This feels like this is kind of the downtime in between, because they said in a couple of days we're going to commence the test again. And plus, we haven't got to see Stark very much. We got to see him at the very end of the episode, but the poor boy has just been kind of sidelined. I'd like to see him again. He gives some good levity to the show. So anyway, there's only one way to find out. Let's go ahead and watch the episode, and I'll give you guys my thoughts afterwards. Okay, so we're getting flashes of some other characters we have not really been able to see yet, so I'm assuming we will get to see more of them next time. Future enemies, that's what the episode was called. Oh my gosh, why did I blank on that? So yeah, I'm assuming like this is just the downtime in between. Hey, Stark, my boy. Is he actually gonna get some screen time for more than 10 seconds this time? He's just living his best life. But why does he seem like, well, before he's like, I'm so happy I could cry the last episode, but he didn't seem very happy. He's like, oh, my happy times are over. She's like, it's time to do stuff. Let's do things. She immediately goes back into just nagging him. It's like their boyfriend and girlfriend without actually. Oh, he's so cute. Oh my god, he's so cute. Oh, why is he the cutest thing? Oh, man, he's an adult. Let him live his life. Yeah, you don't hit her though. She's basically like your teacher. She's your elder. You're not going to hit her. Why is she so upset about that? What? Like I said, it feels like Stark and Fallon are in a relationship without being in a relationship, where she's like, "Get up, we've got plans, we're doing things." And he's like, "What? I don't know if we had plans. We have plans, I guess." That's me and my husband. I'm like, "We have stuff to do today," and he's like, "Do we?" So yeah, this one seems like it's going to be like, after all of the excitement of the test, it's going to be a little bit of downtime for all the characters. I know we're seeing Richter. Richter, that's his name. So he was kind of a, I wouldn't say he was a douche, but like he was way too willing to kill people in the test. So now we see his softer side, I guess. She gave him candy. It looks like it's could be candy, but also looks like it just be like, I don't know, like cocaine or something, or like rocks, like drugs. She just gave him drugs. Here you go. Oh yeah, that's right. They got into that fist fight because they were out of mana. I love Denkin. It's just like, we're just gonna do fisticuffs. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's like they're not working together anymore. Are we gonna get Richter's tragic backstory why he doesn't like to work with people? Yeah, I realized that too. It's, oh, here we go. We're getting Denkins. They always got to do this, don't they? They got to give the sad backstory, especially with the old characters. Hey, free food's free food. That's cute that Loffin's like still hanging out with Denkin, even though they're not a team anymore. This guy definitely seems like he's like a lone wolf, but he has a soft spot for animals. Now we're getting to see all of the side characters. They're, is he gonna be like, this reminds me of my dead mother? Because they all have to just be tragic in some way. So she's probably scoping people out, kind of getting, it's pretty smart actually to kind of like do some reconnaissance, basically like look around and talk to people and be like, I'm gonna get a feel for these people, what their weaknesses are, what their strengths are. Yeah, let's get into that. Maybe she's like, I find him interesting. She's like, he's hot. And I wouldn't disagree. So that's the thing. If you find that someone might be a little bit of a problem later on, you'd want to kill them if you could, if there's no punishment for it, right? Geez, I think you two want to take your time to kill, maybe for different reasons. Oh shit. Well, how does it feel? Can you kill people outside of the exams? Because that could be something you could do, less competition, right? When they're not expecting it. Oh, interesting. But she's like, I have no interest in people except to be able to use that to my advantage. I like the idea of a character who is arguably what either a sociopath or a psychopath, at least on surface level, that has to empathize with people or empathize with people in order to use her abilities to the, best of her abilities, I guess. She's like a snake. Doesn't eat very. We don't see her eat very often. She doesn't eat much, but when she does. I like that Himmel eats the same thing that Stark does, because they're both heroes. Oh, does Frieren basically get free food because they helped this guy out? They changed it. Oh, that's sad. Is she like, but it's better? Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Denkin really is treating her like a granddaughter. It's adorable. Where's Wearable and the other girl? I'd like to see what, especially him, what he's up to. Oh, like, that's me after a good meal. Yep. I'm there. Just give me snacks and dessert and everything's a-okay. Hey, who's this guy? I'm confused. Did they introduce this guy? Huh. Okay. He looks vaguely familiar. I could be mistaken. Maybe when they first got to the village? Okay, she also doesn't know who he is. I don't know. Amazing. Oh my gosh. Stark's like, that's why I'm with you two. Oh, she's mad again. Really? She bottled it up from yesterday to today. I love the idea of Frieren just being scared of like her student, and she's hundreds of years older than her. And then Stark also being the great warrior and also being scared of her. As soon as she found that restaurant, oh, is she just manufacturing reasons to be mad so that they keep taking her back to their restaurant? Smart. There he is. There's my boy. Just imagine getting checked like that by a random stranger. You're trash. They are, yeah. I was like, there's something going on with these two girls. It's adorable. Any will do, except he's gonna choose the one that she doesn't like. She's like, do you not know me at all? I'm careful what you wish for. He's like, I I don't like being the only guy here. Yay, Stark actually gets to be of some use. Amazing. Aw. I like that Himmel's like he's very self-aware of himself. He's not all be like, "Oh, I just do it because it's the right thing to do." It's like he admits that he kind of does it for selfish reasons because he wants people to remember him. Oh my gosh, he's smiling. And then poor Stark is off doing God knows what, and they're like, "I'm sure he'll be fine." All right, let's get into the details. Yeah, we'll be rivals next time. I'm curious about how the exam's going to go. Like I said, is it going to be a one-on-one thing? Is it going to be a free-for-all? You know, like a battle royale? Ruins of the King's Tomb 3 days later. Oh no. I like how she's just attached herself to him. Hey, who's this guy? I don't even know who that is. All right, so then we get the characters that we just. I like her. No nonsense. These two are like besties. I love it. Stark's like, oh, it's so nice to get to hang out with a guy for once who doesn't hate everything that I do. All right, and that is it for that episode. Okay. Mimics. Hey, all right. Conquering the Labyrinth. Doesn't that sound so like D&D coded? All right. That was good. I like that. It was exactly what I expected it to be. I was like there's going to be some downtime between the last exam and the next one, and it's just the usual shenanigans. I forgot how much I missed it. I forgot like as fun as it was to actually watch because I was hyping it up. I would be like, I can't wait for them to actually do the exam because I love a good like exam or tournament arc in an anime. And it was good. I like it was definitely better towards the end, I found, like when they actually were using their abilities and making plans and figuring out how to navigate both catching the Stell, I think it's called, the bird, and also dealing with the other um, groups. Um, but like, yeah, I found it was a little bit slow at first, but it's, I guess, because you also want to introduce the new characters, the other mages. But yeah, like towards the end, it was really good. But as good as I was, I just like, I love the interactions between Frieren and Fern and Stark so much. It's so good to have them all back together, and Fern immediately just being a little grumpy pants. But is, and you also get the insight into the other characters as well, which was nice. Like very, very minor, but it fleshes them out a bit, especially considering that some of them might die. And then that's when the stakes get quite high, because like we haven't really had deaths of characters, really. I'm trying to think of it. Like, really, has there been characters that were like not enemies or villains that have died? Not really. So I like the idea of, okay, this is a more high stakes thing where some of these characters that we're starting to get to know, and it's always the joke in shows, movies, when a side character starts to get a little bit of backstory, especially if it makes them more sympathetic, they're probably going to die. So I have a feeling that that might happen. This, what's her name? Sense? The examiner, who apparently is quite a harsh one. She says she's a pacifist, but we'll see. I mean, I don't know. It seems like she's throwing them into a labyrinth. So I was assuming like me, and this could still be the case, is like I thought they were going to be doing one-on-one fights, but maybe that's the third part of the exam. So with this one, maybe it's kind of like they're just thrown into this labyrinth and they have to, I don't know, get a treasure, or they have to accomplish a goal of some kind, or they just maybe have to survive. It seems like there's going to be mimics. They said something about, it's not goblins, gargoyles? Something about gargoyles. So there's going to be enemies, and I love that. Like, oh, it feels so D&D, and that makes me excited to actually, like, they have to go into a labyrinth and they have to either survive or they're going there for some sort of task. But yeah, like I just like this episode. It was really cute. It was good to see Stark again. It was good to see the characters interacting with each other, get a little bit of backstory on them. This Ubil, she's an interesting one. So we get to like a little bit more of how she works her magic, where she emphasizes with people, learns about them, and she can use their magic. That's pretty cool. But she just seems so, it's just funny, her of all the characters, where she seems like she wants to kill people and enjoys killing people, but she has to kind of be empathetic towards people and get to know them. I find that's kind of a fun little, like, it just she doesn't seem like the type of character to be like that, where she has to actually get to know the characters and buddy with them at least, or learn about them, and then she can use it against them. But I'm glad that they didn't, I don't want to say drag out the downtime. I feel like the one episode, it was nice and self-contained, and it was just nice to see Stark interacting with Fern and Frieren again. The boy finally got some screen time. He got to actually do some stuff, even if it was off screen. But yeah, that was a cute little episode. It was what I wanted, but now I feel like this one's going to be even more fun. Like, the last exam was okay, but this one I'm really excited for, about them going to a labyrinth and dealing with enemies, and how are they going to handle that? And are they going to be battling the other mages, or are they all going to have to work together to complete a task? We'll see. But it seems like it's going to be very difficult. Like they said, this examiner, no one has ever passed her test before. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's got me really hyped for the next episode, for them to go into the labyrinth and see what exactly the details are with it. So we'll find out next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this cute little episode. I certainly did. So stay tuned next week for episode 23. Until then, bye. Special shoutouts to my top tier patrons: Revealing Storm, Emily Hornsby, Henry 98, Linz VA, Kenju Storm, and iCognito.